What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Item 9 Gaming Weekly. This is a very special episode, actually. It's our inaugural episode, filming here in our studio. So it's the first video podcast. So, you know,
big ups for us.
Yeah,
Let's
exactly.
Get it.
We're
Yo,
moving
we're
up.
on, we're
moving
on,
up, man.
We're on the visuals, audios. We're here.
That's true. We can throw some.
I'm gonna come up.
We can throw some graphics up on the
Some
screen.
I
somewhere.
came up, bro, and so could you.
We're gonna throw graphics up there
I came
later.
up and so could you.
we got graphics money. So
Rose and blue.
exactly. So this is a big step.
It's a
step
big
up for
up.
us.
Yo, you never realize how wild Heaven Studio is.
Yeah.
When you sit down and like have these lights on you.
It's true.
It's hot.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah,
hot, but we
it
suffer
is
through
hot.
for you guys because honestly,
I'm wearing a
It's-
motherfucking corduroy jacket right now.
that's
bro.
hot. I'm wearing a sweater and like a t-shirt, and I've realized how hot this stuff is out
Yeah.
here. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Well, basically, Item 9 Gaming Weekly is the show where we discuss the latest gaming news in the industry, from the past week or so. So, we've got a pretty jam-packed show today. But before we dive into that, we kind of wanted to talk a bit about ourselves, give you guys kind of like insight about us and kind of our journey into the gaming industry. So, I'm the host here most times, Gabe Lashley. Been doing, video gaming, content creation, and journalism for the better part of like 7 years now, on and off. You guys, Gabe Games, R.I.P. Rest in
Gabe
peace.
Games,
Rest in
evolution.
peace. We had a good run.
You gotta
But
crash and then bring out like a phoenix or something like
it's
that.
true.
you
Gabe
know?
Games walked so that Item 9 Gaming could run.
Exactly.
So,
Mm.
that's important. But, we're passionate about video games, play a lot of video games, talk
So
a lot
much.
about video games. And I'm just really excited to, be here sitting with my best buds talking about video games. So, what about you?
Me, I'm Graham. I am. I've been doing about the same as Gabe. I didn't get to do any streaming myself, but I just love games. I've been loving games since I was a kid, playing PC CD-ROM with big, huge box arts and like the whole deal. To like now, just getting all my stuff online. Like we've all gone through it. I just want to talk about it now. And the thing that we're in this place now, where we've gone through broadcasting and we want to get into more video game oriented stuff. We've been able to do that. We've been able to have friends at Ubisoft. We've been able to do that. Where else? We went to E3 as well too. We're gonna talk about that
E3s
stuff.
under our
A couple
belts.
E3s under our
Yeah.
belt, and like, just the progression of actually coming into the visual realm now. Big deal. It feels great, and I'm excited to see where it takes us. I think we go far. We're some pretty cool guys.
Yeah,
I think we're pretty cool guys. We're
Agreed,
pretty fun folks.
So me, I'm Carter, Ridges Zero. If you want on the social or the PSN. I've been playing games since I was a kid with my brother. Me and my brother would always play back in the day. I've been best friends with Gabe since fucking grade 9, back in the day in high school. I never really was much into streaming, but I'm getting into it now with the boys. I went to school for child and youth care, so I'm also gonna try and bring like some mental health awareness and mental awareness to our Item 9 Gaming.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's jump into the show.
Item 9, we're big about self-care here.
Yeah.
Mental health
Self-care is
care,
important.
Yeah.
No crashes here, bro.
No.
healthy body, healthy
Burnouts.
mind.
Unionize.
Burnouts are real.
Facts.
Game workers need to unionize.
Game workers need every
So
every
up
sector.
first on the block of today, we got the
Oh yeah, man.
We got
a
the
big show.
I am 8-bit leaving the head producer.
They were
Like lead-
essentially producing E3 2020. They were gonna serve as kind of the creative director of the show floor, kind of implement more of a interactive kind of design this year. But I believe it was last Friday or Thursday. They dropped out.
And it was even 2 weeks before that they just announced that they were doing
back
it.
in January. They
Yeah.
announced it. So basically, they put out a tweet, and it said, "It is with mixed emotions that I am 8-bit has decided to resign as creative directors of what was to be an evolutionary E3 2020 floor experience. We've produced hundreds of gaming plus community events, and it was a dream to be involved with E3. We wish the organizers the best of luck." So, that's
When
pretty
you wish,
scary.
When you wish someone
scary.
the best of luck, you're basically saying like, that's not my problem.
We
no
don't
more.
want-
Bun
we don't
that.
want any
Bun
Drops
that.
mic and walks
That's
away.
not my issue. That's not my issue. I can't wrap my head around what you want. I don't know what's going on. Best of luck to you. So as we've been seeing E3 progress with the problems of coronavirus, with the issues from previous E3s, to have the creative director now
Just
come
red
out.
flags.
Keely's gone.
Cool. Boom,
Keely's
boom,
gone. We can
boom.
never stress that more enough. Like, you know what I
Especially
mean?
since 2020, every like
It's-
2 weeks there's a red flag at E3.
Yeah, no,
Mhm.
no Sony, no EA,
No
no
Jeff
Microsoft,
Keighley.
Activision.
Microsoft's the only mainstay that's been sticking, I guess, really sticking
Is
inside
Nintendo
of
even still
E3.
in
Yeah,
there?
Nintendo
E3 does their
yeah.
thing, but it's very distant from it. I mean,
Mhm.
sorry, Nintendo's their thing. It's very distant.
Yeah,
from
but
E3.
it's always like off
But-
it.
yeah,
No, they have a presence on the show floor most years,
but
but
it's
they're kind of
doing
press
it
Slowly
conference.
direct.
been moving off.
their press conference is more of a pre-recorded segment. You know?
So I
Mhm.
don't know if I'd count that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it is sad to see. I hope E3 still happens this year because we did plan or do plan on going.
Yeah.
Hanging on, yes.
So hopefully it doesn't get canceled. I mean, again, when it comes to like the concern of people's health, I think that is the number one priority. But I feel like right now it's pretty early. I feel like it's a pretty early on in the stage for them to cancel something that's not gonna happen till June. I think if people are canceling, I guess
I don't think I don't think they'll cancel it. I think they might delay it. I think it'll be
maybe,
more of a delay.
but I think
Yeah.
if they
is that like what we saw with isn't that what they did with GDC? Where they delayed GDC, right?
But then they cancel it. But was it canceled or no?
I can't remember.
I didn't
if
think
they
it was canceled
As
indefinitely.
you're saying though,
Yeah, but I think maybe a lot of people won't mind it being canceled because then I guess that time that developers are working on their kind of E3 presentations and their E3 demos, that time can be allocated now towards working on the actual final product itself. I think that's how some companies are kind of looking at it too. Like, hey, why should we even kind of spend time working on
resources and stuff like that,
yeah,
unnecessary.
when this is potentially an event that could be canceled? I think
Yeah.
that's important. Kind
That's
of
true.
take
I think
to look on it as
Definitely.
well.
I think they're gonna do whatever they can to not have this canceled because this is a big show, not just for like.
I feel like this is
for-
kind of
for
their
like-
last stand.
Yeah. Between like like the gaming industry and how much coronavirus is gonna take out our events.
and even just E3's hold on the gaming industry.
yeah, imagine missing it this year. What of next year then? 2021.
Yeah.
Is it even going to be happening?
That's true.
Or are we breaking down into something that we don't really recognize as our traditional trade show E3? You make it here, you've made it. Da. Like it's weird to see these things in flux.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
Well, let's jump on to our next
Yeah. Next topic.
lights. Lights on the light speed.
We're
Yeah.
gonna get graphics for all these cut betweens or something like that.
Maybe if it's in the
Sort of
budget.
transition. If it's in the budget.
We don't have Carpe Blanche.
You know what? We got to GoFundMe.
Yeah.
We got to GoFundMe and a Patreon. You can get some high fives and love from there. If you
That's
get on our
true.
Patreon account, start sending some dollars this
Should we
way.
send some on? We have a
Facts.
$2 Patreon to it. It's just called Support the Mandem.
It's-
So $2 a month. You support the Mandem,
You have the good satisfaction of knowing.
and you're
Supporting the
contributing
Mandem.
to this this content that we're dishing out here. If you guys like this stuff,
Oh, hope so.
because we got a lot of lights in here now, and it's not cheap to run all these lights.
The Auntie
it's
been
not.
running you about Hydro?
Yes.
Done.
Yeah. But moving on to the next subject, as a possible new Star Wars game, Project Maverick, it was leaked on a European PlayStation
PSN.
Network, PlayStation Store. So it's unannounced game, codename Project Maverick. Outside of one leaked piece of key art for the game, almost nothing is known about it. However, one additional detail has been discerned by digging further into the game's info and on the PSN store. It appears to be that the project will have multiplayer. So
Oh.
it's being developed by EA Motive, and it's being described as a smaller, more unusual project, but it is unknown exactly what the means and the make of, and how it can be compared to other games that Star Wars games that EA's put out. So definitely not like Battlefront or Jedi Fallen Order. It's kind of really simple, I think maybe they're doing something from the key art. It looks like it's gonna be maybe just the flying mechanics.
Yeah. Maybe VR?
Yeah, VR. It's looking similar to like the Rogue Squadron kind of games and stuff like that.
That's sick, though.
So, I think
I think
It's
very
definitely a
possible.
good step for EA with the Star Wars to go away from more of the Battlefront to go in
Yeah.
another direction.
I mean, if it's solely a flying, like, kind of TIE fighter or trench run kind of game, I'm okay with that. Because, like, the flying stuff in Battlefront and, like, the sound design that EA had, like, unmatched. EA's sound design for Star Wars it's been
Yeah.
one of the best outcomes of them handling the license because they nail it. It's so perfect. And I think when you're flying around and you're hearing like the TIE fighters and stuff whiz by,
Like,
it's,
yeah,
it's,
and
it's,
the bullets
it's,
whiz
yeah.
right by you. Gotta wear a headset for that.
It's pretty
Facts,
movie
facts,
accurate.
facts. It's actually
So,
legit. It's so legit still.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I think that would be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like some multiplayer kind of stuff like that.
Yeah, that would
For
be
sure.
fun.
Yeah.
Like for sure, like Rogue Squadrons has been a staple. Like
Yeah.
any sort of flying, like that's like where you want to be in the cockpit of my TIE fighter, in the cockpit of the X-wing, bro. Like Y-wing going in a bombing run. I'm telling you. Woo.
Yeah, but
To bring it to 4K, to bring it to now,
yeah.
that's gonna be the problem, I think. But I'm excited to see that hopefully from this one-off that they're going to trust, as we've seen with Fallen Order, they're going to trust more and more with the property. That like, yo, we love this property.
Yeah.
Gamers and people who grow up and become makers of games, we love the property, bro. We're going to treat it correctly. So
Yeah, but I also feel like if it's just kind of like a flying kind of shooting, almost Rogue Squadron like game, I feel like it shouldn't be fully priced as like a game
An
that has
$80 game,
an
yeah.
offering as like Battlefront or something, because that game kind of incorporates that already,
mm.
plus other elements. So it's like, why would
I think
spend-
like a $40 or
Yeah.
$50 price tag would be okay.
Well, $39.99.
yeah, I
I'd
guess
say
so.
because how they did with Ground Zeroes or whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
It'll probably be like that in American and then
Yeah.
like 50 Canadian.
Yeah.
But I feel like that would be
Economy.
an appropriate approach if it's not like kind of like if it's just kind of like the meat and potatoes of a game, you know, like if there's nothing more to offer than just kind of flying around and dogfighting and stuff like that.
Well, if they do that properly,
Yeah.
if they do that, like, then it's worth like 50, yeah. But I don't know, man. You just gotta think about the old EA mandate, the old EA slogan: "Get them while they're down." And like, Star Wars been down,
It's true, man.
and now they're getting them,
Yeah.
and they're gonna get you for $79.99.
Yeah, I'll probably buy it. So.
Facts,
you guys
of
know
course,
I'll buy
probably
it.
still buy it. Like
Yeah.
All right, good time to segue.
yeah, segue all the way over to
Yeah.
Our next-
Microtransactions.
Uh-oh.
micro
Us-
Loot
Australia.
boxes.
EA.
Down under.
Mm.
Yeah. They're talking about coming over here, bringing all this Jingo Jango. Bringing all the loot boxes over here, huh?
Not even warning the children.
They're not having
That's a
it.
risk to the children.
They're not having it down there.
So that's
Seriously,
not a
though.
loot box.
Seriously,
This
though.
is a loot box.
In Australia, you know, you might have to provide ID soon. In a report prepared by the Australian House of Representatives Standing Committee of Social Policy and Legal Affairs, the body recommends that the government investigate
That's the
options
book.
for age gating, loot boxes, and other elements of gaming that could be considered virtual gambling. So,
What does that mean? What's virtual gambling?
like, it'd be like they're kind of trying to implement an e-safety commissioner, or some sort of government department that restricts access to loot boxes and other simulated gambling elements in computer or video games to adults 18 years or over, including through the use of mandatory age verification. So
I think it's good. Honestly,
yeah.
I'm down for it. Like,
I'm down for it because
it'll also
it's
put
the-
I think it should be a world thing because it will put a big halt on all of the microtransactions and free to play games and
That's
stuff
true.
like that. And like,
premium ain't free.
Hey,
and these
when you
kids,
deal with
like sometimes
microtransactions-
grab their parents' cards or it's hooked up
That's
before, and the
true,
parents
that's
don't
true.
even
For the-
know,
for
and
the
then
Apple
like
thing?
they checked and like, yo, my kid spent like $100 on Fortnite. Like, I've heard kids that I work with, their parents tell me that they're like, yeah, my kid spent
It's
$100
true.
on
Yeah.
Fortnite.
My
and I'm
mom's
like,
credit card is hooked up
what?
to my DoorDash account, and I order lunch at work sometimes. So
Yo, sad.
it does
Sad,
happen.
sad.
It does happen.
Myself and my partner, we have the same. It's the same thing for our Uber Eats. So like, I gotta be
Yeah.
super careful of that. You know.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
but I do think this is like kind of a strong approach to it. It's kind
Mhm.
of different for us because, I mean, like, we're all over the age of 18. Like,
Yeah.
we make our
It's true.
own purchases. We're in charge of our own money. But
And we're capable of.
Yeah, and we're
Yeah.
capable of judging, you know, like, and being responsible. But yeah, for like kids and stuff like that, and parents who are concerned, I definitely think is a viable option. I think maybe, you know, some developer, well, not just developers, but like maybe software developers need to kind of implement that, restricting the access from people under the age of 18 as well. Maybe your parents can put in a passcode.
That's
I think
Yeah.
that's kind of an appropriate approach too. We can't just put all the blame on these companies too.
Yeah.
Parents got to be know what their kids
Definitely.
are playing and watching too. So
the problem that I have with what they're suggesting is that if it's an age gate to me says literally like the same age gates we need to jump for anything that's 18 older and we're all 18 older. All I have to do is know how much math makes me 18 years old. Like, is that all that is, or is it going to be what you're talking about? Actually, fully, like, parents have to be involved as well as the companies being involved to create a whole system. And even then, with the deal with microtransactions, then the way to, I guess, circumvent it fully would be to just include said content inside of the product to begin with. But we don't live in a day where whatever comes in the box just comes in the box. We're living with games that have years of life on them, where we're constantly adding new content to it. So yeah, regulation is just going to come to these things
and
naturally.
I think that's like the kind of difference too between like saying a microtransaction and a loot box. Like in a loot box, like you're spending money, but you don't know exactly what you're getting.
Yeah.
And that's like
okay.
the
So
thing.
then that's
so
the differentiation.
really
That's
gambling,
okay. So you don't know the
exactly. So you're not entirely like certain on what product you're paying for. And I think in a few countries that is illegal. Like it's illegal here. Like for them, you can't like advertise something that you don't know what you're getting.
Yo, if that rule applies, then that rule's got to apply to those vendors at all of our conventions and stuff that give you those boxes with the question marks on it.
Exactly.
It's like, yo,
those random loot boxes.
Cellophane that shit. I want to see what's in there. I don't care about that. I that's the same thing to me. That's it. I'm coming for your industry. That's it.
But I think that again, maybe a bit of an appropriate response to kind of put those restrictions there, because I think sometimes it does get out of hand. And again, there is some blame on the developers too, because you're kind of obviously your target market, and you're like, it's kind of a predatory action. They're kind of deliberately making these things so like kids want to buy it. So again,
like same as tobacco.
Yeah, exactly. So it needs to be regulated, I think, for sure.
It's crazy though that like to think that our industry is even capable of things like that, to think that something that sounds as harmless as a loot box actually causes like a lot of financial problems for families, for people. Like, and I don't think it's as wide, like it's widespread for maybe the regular populace, but it's a small segment of that population using loot boxes that just get on it. And you spend $500, $600 on a credit card, and boom,
Fortnite skins. How many Fortnite skins is the blood?
How many is enough,
is
bro?
the blood of our
How many
youth?
Some of these kids have 80 Fortnite skins. I'm like, why do you need 80 Fortnite skins?
You know how
bro?
many actual full games I have bought back in the day
Like,
as a youth? If I had that sort of, bruh.
Like, I've heard these kids argue, be like, yo, I've spent $400 on Fortnite skins. And then this guy's like, well, I've spent $500. And I'm like, well, actually, you didn't spend any money. You just spent your parents' money.
That's it. So basically, I got away with spending $400 of my parents' money on Fortnite skins. I ain't get nothing on it.
That's how they're.
That's basically how they're
flex.
That's how kids are flexing.
Yes, bro. That's
how
true.
kids flex these
That's
days,
a flex.
bro.
That's a flex for these youths.
How many skins you got?
Yo, man, I'm still stuck with the stock skins,
basic
bro. Guys,
skin,
like,
bruh. You broke.
broke, bitch.
Your basic
Your
skins,
basic skin.
bruh. That's
Yo,
crazy. You don't want to roll
who's the man in
into
the green tunic?
But like, you really don't want to roll into Fortnite though with
the default skin?
That's true. That's what mans know. You got no sense in this game.
That so much.
Yo, that's what they asked me. They're like, you play Fortnite? And I was like, yeah.
Facts.
I play a little. They're like, what skins you got? I'm like,
true.
they're like,
Like, yo,
don't tell me you're on
yo.
the default.
The kids are.
I just use on my guest account, bro. That's what I tell people. I get in the chats. I'm like, yo, I'm on my friend's account. I'm at my friend's place, bro. Relax.
It's true. Like the kids are mean. I would probably sneak a 1-2 Fortnite skin if kids are bullying me too.
Definitely.
Troy.
Peer pressure's
People don't forget.
never forget.
All right, good time to segue into our next thing.
Next segue.
Ghost
There was
of Tsushima.
June 26th.
Release date trailer dropped.
Good trailer too.
Good trailer, man.
Very meaty.
Bro.
Some good colored
Schemes?
color. No, hold on. What am I saying? Color correction, man.
Ooh.
Very nice looking cinematic trailer.
Yo,
dude.
I loved it. Yo,
thought it was
everything. You know me,
1917 out
bro.
the
That
box.
was just that. This had me going, bro. Japan, samurais. Oh,
As someone who's not that well versed in samurais, it looks like a sick Japanese version of the Fallen Order, I'm down.
Yeah, it does. I hope there's kind of like the similar kind of
I
combat.
think it will be, and with the traversal and stuff like that. I honestly think if
I
people
was getting a
aren't
little
as
Sekiro too.
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
like
a
a soft
little bit.
Sekiro. Obviously not at the same difficulty level.
That's
It's like
too much
Sekiro
a
for
man like me.
babies, but I'm down.
You know what? That's actually what I'd
More
rather.
samurais, I'm down.
It's because
if
like
it's
the
rich in
Mongols,
history,
the Mongols
I'm hoping
come
it's
in.
rich in history too.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So like during the trailer, here, I believe they expand on it a little bit. The Mongols just come in, and there's this Roman samurai guy.
So they're on the island of Tsushima or something.
He's
But for like again, like the game, they released the date for it that it's gonna be coming out. So it's June 26th.
June 26th.
Yeah.
Saying Mans will be back from E3 by then.
Yeah, maybe if it happens, right?
Hey, if it happens, pressure.
So
Might just all be locked inside.
basically, the trailer focuses on protagonist Jin Sakai and some of the characters he meets along his journey. It also showcases brief moments of the game's sword-based combat and some stealth gameplay. And there will be a number of editions of the game that you can pre-order, including one that comes with a replica mask that looked really dope, actually.
Ooh.
So
You know what?
That's something to look forward to.
I may have to pre-order that. Maybe.
The thing is, Sucker Punch has kind of been really hush-hush on Ghost of Tsushima ever since they announced it. Like, I get what it's about. I am excited for it, but I still would have liked to see a little bit more kind
like
of
the story
gameplay and kind of a little bit. Let me flesh out some of these characters and what exactly is going on. You know,
they had some pretty good, decent gameplay. That it was wasn't it half gameplay and then half cinematic?
Yeah. But it's just like I don't know. I'm obviously gonna play this game, but it's like it's not clicking for me in terms of
I don't know, bro.
I'm
ready.
What is unique about it though? Like what is the we've got a lot of kind of swordplay,
third person
Japanese.
We don't have too many very good samurai Japanese game. At least on PlayStation, I would disagree. Like Sekiro is probably really the only one we have.
The only thing, besides that, like unfortunately,
I'm talking about Ninja Gaiden one.
Like Ninja Gaiden, but like
Ninja
that's
Gaiden
not on PS4.
But I'm saying like I want
That's
to.
not next gen.
I don't.
Like that.
I just want to like.
No.
It's not that different from like the kind of same lighting and kind of design as Sekiro, and I don't see how it's gonna differentiate itself.
And that's
I know that it's gonna probably focus heavily more on.
It's gonna be definitely more story based.
driven.
It's gonna be less hard too. It's gonna be like you're actually gonna be fighting people most of the time. Like most of the time in Sekiro,
So
you
then
do fight some people, but most of the time you are fighting like monsters and
demons, stuff like
ghouls
that.
and demons.
So then
and
we'll just delve into fact rather than fiction.
yeah,
Then
I'm really down for that. I'm hoping like it's kind of like an Assassin's Creed where they go really deep into like an actual story and like
history and stuff like that.
yeah,
I don't think
and
they will.
play us a story, bro. Even if it's a fake story, I'd still be down. If they gave like at least loosely history based good story, I'd be down.
Yeah, I'm unsure of
The lush, beautiful
the
world.
lack of showing of what they've shown.
Yeah.
And even then, how the gameplay of the only thing we have to, I guess, equate in our minds would be a Sekiro, right? The gameplay setup of it, and like even like the topography of it, I wasn't really a fan of. And if that's what's going to be continued on in like the same style, then I'm unsure of how much I'm going to be down for what in my mind may amount to, and I know this is definitely off. Worst case scenario, a Jedi Fallen Order / Dynasty Warriors mix up.
That's
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want
you guys are iffy, but I'm 10 toes down, bro. I'm down for this game. I'm ready for it to come out, bro.
Yeah, you know what?
June 26th can't come any sooner, bro. It's a month
It's
before
better
my
to have 10
birthday.
toes down
I'm
than
ready.
10 toes up. I can tell you that much. But
Yeah. I
What
just
else
don't
is
want to
on?
be sold on something just because it's like Japanese samurai stuff. And that's
and they bank
Yo,
on us as
but-
PlayStation followers to do that, though.
Bro, but like-
check the man's shirt right now. They're banking on man's right
But like,
now.
bro.
See the banking PlayStation man's. We're not a monolith, all right? We're not a monolith. We want good RPGs from every corner of this globe, and I'm not just satisfied with a flashy samurai sword. Samurai Jack's coming
Another-
out. Afro Samurai was sick. All of
Another
it's good. The world itself, I think, needs to be reimagined for us in a way that makes it like sicker. Sekiro was cool. If it's going to be less fanciful, then I think it's not going to be as much. But
another reveal trailer.
Amnesia Rebirth.
Yeah, Frictional's follow up to the original Amnesia game.
And
Excited to see this come to PlayStation.
I got nothing on this stuff. I'm you know
Yeah,
me.
no,
You know
you
me.
don't play
I'm a
scary
scared.
games.
I don't play. I don't
didn't
play
put-
anything
yeah.
scared. I don't watch anything scared.
Graham's
but I'll
a
play
no
Silent
duppy
Hill.
ting.
No duppies in my zone still. Like, and that's duppy feel, fam.
I never played the original Amnesia, but like it was one of those games where it came out in a time where it was like really popular to watch people play.
Yeah.
Let's
Scared.
plays
Yeah.
of
The reactions.
those,
I'd watch that.
like that and Slenderman.
I watched it.
stuff like
It wasn't on PlayStation, right?
No, it was a PC.
Yeah,
game,
like that's why I never
Mhm.
got to play it too. I watched like stuff
Same.
on YouTube. I'm a big horror guy, so it's good that I'm finally gonna be able to play.
Yeah. So basically, the trailer, it shows us the story of kind of Tassie Trianon or something like that from the teaser. And she gets chased through the Algerian desert by something. We see glimpse of it in the trailer, but not clearly. It feeds off terror, apparently. So
As things do.
it's yeah, you know. The trailer shows off quite a lot, but it doesn't really give a lot of context to what's happening. A crash plane, ancient ruins.
The crash plane intrigued me because it made me
Yeah.
think of Bioshock, and I'm like, ooh, crash plane, ooh, unknown area. I'm like, okay, I can kind of delve into this, but like, damn, the monster's
Graham,
scary,
what are you
bro. The
talking
monster's
about?
scary, bro. That's some scary monster.
You're not
man.
delving
I'm not-
into nothing,
bro.
bro.
Exactly.
It's
That's
a
why.
dark corner, bro. Graham's going the opposite way, bro.
Facts.
This guy's Scooby Doo.
Full facts. Full facts.
This guy's literally Shaggy, bro. He's literally like Shaggy.
That's true.
Facts, man. If man's aren't sending me
man.
no snacks, no job done.
So it is a first-person game again. So it's gonna be against purely survival horror. You can't really attack or anything like
Just
that.
get slapped up and like
But,
at least have to have something with me.
Yeah. The game's hopefully it's gonna launch on Steam in autumn 2020. So
Exciting.
look out for that. Definitely something to do a let's play of for sure.
And the
Let's
last
hear about
topic
that.
of the day.
Yeah, this is exciting. I
Big-
don't know how
big
I feel
one.
about this one though.
I don't know. I'm excited. I'm
I
really
think it's-
excited
I
to
think
see
it's
where it goes.
Potentially be pretty good.
Especially with who they got working on it too. So.
Well, what are we even talking about? We're talking about
The Last of Us series is in the works at HBO
Oh.
from Chernobyl creator Craig Mazin
Chernobyl was sick, Oz.
And they got Neil Druckmann.
and Neil Druckmann. I met Neil Druckmann, man. We're gonna bring that picture up. We're gonna bring that picture up in the video. For sure.
Bring it up post.
Yeah, bring it up right here,
This guy right here. It's right here.
right there.
Neil Druckmann.
Neil Druckmann
But
and Gabe. But
And Gabe.
yeah, so definitely excited for this one. Me, I'm kind of on the fence. Yeah, I'm obviously gonna watch it when it comes out. But basically, the creator of the Chernobyl series, which was really awesome. If you guys didn't watch that,
sick.
is
Check it out.
they're looking in to produce and create a show from Naughty Dog. It's a project that is in a co-production with Sony Pictures Television and PlayStation Productions, and it will be the first television series from PlayStation Productions. So obviously we know a lot about The Last of Us and kind of the survival horror zombie apocalypse
Content,
genre.
the whole thing.
Yeah. So again, I think it was inevitable that this game was going to be turned into a show.
Especially after the success of The Witcher.
I think is that yeah.
And off of
That's what
that, I
changed
think
it. That's what changed
that's
it, I
what's
think.
gonna get this a lot of attention too, and it's
Mhm.
gonna make it more popular because people are watching The Witcher, and so they're gonna be like, "Oh, another video game show." That
It
might be
boosted their
good.
sales, like
Yeah.
from that show.
Acts. And like especially what you're saying, like with the success of The Witcher and hearing that's become an HBO series is a lot better than what our original idea was of what happened to The Last of Us would be a movie kind of like
Mhm.
The Road or something
Yeah.
like that, you know. And the fact that now they're gonna take it more farther with an actual series,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
ooh, that's
That'd
gonna
be
a
so
couple-
good, bro. And if
you
it's
know what I
good, you
mean?
know it's gonna come back
Yo,
for more
down.
seasons,
I'm
bro.
down. I'm down.
Okay, but my thing is,
Bro.
Each season,
Yeah.
each season a series, summer, winter, autumn, fall. Come on.
yeah. But my thing is that we
Bro.
don't. I think for me, it's just personally, I don't think that we need to adapt every good video game into a show or a movie.
But it's literally
I know,
it's
but it's like
better than The
sometimes-
Witcher too. Like,
Sometimes we need to just
it's
leave.
literally like the tops.
Sometimes we need to just like leave video games like in respective mediums in their mediums. Like, you know, not all books.
Yo,
have
but
to
they
be
got Neil
movies.
Druckmann on board, bro.
that's
Even
true.
this guy was like, "Yeah, I can see this becoming something successful, so I'm gonna be a
But
part
it's
of
already
it."
a successful game, you know.
But,
Like,
like-
we've already seen this story played out, and
But not everyone likes it. But
Shut up, Carter. Just
but
let me
yo,
talk
not
for
everyone
1
likes to
second.
play video games.
Shut the hell up for like 1 second. 1 second. Okay, my thing is, it's like when you're watching the show, it's like you're really passive. You become a passive observant when you're watching a movie, as in when you're playing a game, you're an active participant. So you're actually participating in kind of how the story folds out. You have a place and a say in how the story kind of plays out. And I think that's what's important, and that's what separates the mediums, as well. And I think that's why we should probably leave. Sometimes we should leave, video games to be video games. And
But Last of Us wasn't really a game where you got to choose really the story.
just about
It
to
was a
say,
linear story where it's a
Yeah.
set path and you have to walk that path.
Yeah, but
so the
it's
TV show,
you're
but it's
playing
also
through
some
it.
people don't like games. So this would get people into that story that wouldn't
Besides
into that story,
Besides
you
that,
know?
what we're talking about is the propensity of the world of The Last of Us to create stories over, right?
Yeah,
If
like
we're gonna be
I want to know
reprinting-
more about that world.
Yeah, if we're gonna be reprinting The Last of Us game into the show,
I don't think
that
they're
can be a
gonna do
first
that.
season.
I think that's exactly what they're gonna do.
Yeah, no, that's
Maybe
what
just
they're
like the
that,
first
that,
season.
that can be
yeah.
exactly what they're going to
Yeah.
do for the first season, but that's all they can do for one season, right? And that's what shows that they have more commitment to this, because it's going to be a series instead of a movie. You could do the first game and a movie done, right? But with them committing to a series, there definitely has to be some sort of explanation as to what goes on. And now, yeah, okay, we do have a second game coming too, so there's going to be a lot more of them to like take from and mess around. But I think that will be a part where they can choose where they're going to go, if they're going to actually continue this with their own thing or just have it as a good add-on to the games. And if people see it as an add-on to the games, whatever, I don't think they'll be as enthused.
So you have to
what
be
you're
aggressive when
saying.
you're explaining something, because Carter's
Carter's about
coming
to
in,
jump the
coming
fuck
and
in
cut
and be
you
on my
off,
shit.
right?
You know what? Facts.
Yo, but I was just gonna say,
Bro.
I'd be down for a
Side to
prequel.
that.
I'd be down for a prequel. Yo, telling me you wouldn't be down for a prequel though.
Yeah, but like, how much of a prequel is that? Like,
A prequel that eventually leads into it.
But a prequel to Last of Us would be the prequel of The Walking Dead, and that didn't fare well, right? No matter what, the prequel of any sort of game like The Last of Us, whatever, is just gonna be another zombie apocalypse beginning, whatever. So that's why I would put my vote that I'm happy that they're doing Last of Us. So why not look at other games then, like BioShock?
Dead
you know what I
Space?
mean? Like,
a Dead Space movie
like
would be
Dead
pretty sick.
Space. That'd be wild. Like even a TV show, or whatever, right? Or like what else? Shoot, like Fallout seems like an okay thing, but nah, really.
We're still waiting for Gears of War with Dave Bautista.
The guy's a
Dave
real
Bautista.
Marcus Phoenix man. Marcus Phoenix?
Dominic?
Dominic?
No, I think
No,
he-
Yo,
Dom's
would
his
you be
boy.
down for a
Dom's his
God of War
boy.
game or no?
I'd be down for
A God of War movie?
Oh no, yeah, that's what I mean.
No, no,
Movie
no.
or TV show.
I've been saying it for years that I would, but like,
The more
I'm
you see
comfortable
it?
with it just being a game, man. Like,
Yeah. Because they what
Assassin's
God
Creed
of War
movie
be?
sucked. Tomb Raider
Yeah.
sucked.
Prince of Persia movie sucked.
I know, that's the thing. There's so
Appropriation
many
that
bad
has Jake,
ones.
Mr. Music.
Yo, but
Jake
The
Gyllenhaal.
Witcher. The Witcher was pretty good.
The Witcher-
was
I didn't see
honestly
it.
better than
The
the
Witcher
game.
was
Tell me,
really
tell
good,
me,
man.
tell
It was
me,
better
tell
than
me,
the
tell
game.
me.
Fight scene. Okay, first you have to get past the fact that Henry Cavill is Geralt.
Yeah.
I like
Superman.
That definitely took me episodes. I can't lie, no cap.
I like Henry Cavill, so for me that's not really the biggest deal. So
The fight scenes are really well choreographed.
Yeah, very
My
well.
other gripe with the show, though, is it's a very convoluted timeline of events that happens.
Yeah.
And
you'd have to know the story.
it's crazy.
Okay.
It's weird. But other than that, like, production value is high. It's
Yeah.
fucking, it's through the roof,
So
man.
it's a lot more than a Mandalorian
it-
Disney
it-
Plus flex.
No, it's
like
up
a
there.
Game
It's
of Thrones
It's up there,
kinda
Game
flex.
of Thrones, man.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
bro.
Yeah, so I can say that it is
They
entertaining.
put the bar
show.
pretty high.
Yeah, but it was like a show that I wasn't like, oh, I gotta binge watch all of this.
Yeah,
right
I wasn't
now.
even excited
I'll
for
take
it
my
either.
time to watch it. You know?
Yeah,
and,
see,
and it
that's
was
it,
good.
like, yeah,
Pace
yeah.
yourself, watch it.
For sure.
Yeah.
But like, oh man.
Yeah, but again, like Last of Us, I mean, I know you guys are excited. I'm still probably gonna watch it too, because for me, man, HBO still has some of the best television.
I know, right?
HBO is definitely
Showtime's on the come up. I gotta put my money behind Showtime right now.
Oh, definitely
I'm a
not,
fan.
dude. They
Jesus and Mero.
they just canceled Ray Donovan, man, after
I
like
don't
7
watch Ray
seasons.
Donovan. The only thing I
Yeah,
watch
and
is
nobody
Jesus
else
and Mero.
does, and that's why they canceled it.
You
That's
and
their
America.
one. That's their one show that they have.
No, they got Jesus and Mero now. They're good. They're
Yeah.
Gucci. They got our cartoon president as well too. Those are the only shows I
No,
watch.
man.
Damn, nobody but you watches that show.
Yo, and if I'm the only man supporting it, they're yo.
Yo,
they're
let's
down
see
for the
it in the
cause. They're down
comments,
for the
bro.
cause.
People watch my
Facts. Our cartoon
president.
president. Watch that. Season
Yeah.
3's jokes.
Yeah, but I think that kind of wraps up the show. Thanks, guys, for watching. Be sure to check us out next week, right here, same place. Check out our Twitter, Item9 Gaming, our YouTube channel. Check out our Patreon.
Watch us develop. Watch us grow. Support the man. Them.
Support the man them on
Support
our
the man
Patreon.
them.
Yeah, it's $2. $2 a month.
Support the man. Them.
Well,
Give more. Give less.
Shout out. Maybe get you on the podcast. We have room for one live studio audience member. One person.
At a time.
We'll fly you out from wherever you are. You can sit on the floor in the studio.
Capital Airlines.
Right here.
Yo.
Got a fresh spot with the gamer controller.
You know what I mean?
Yo, honestly,
let you sign
and
the
I was
wall.
thinking too. You know what I was thinking, guys? I think this is a great opportunity.
Tell 'em.
You know, since this is the first episode, I think we should do a giveaway. I think that more people watch the show.
If
you know,
we give them shit.
yeah, exactly.
It's not about us.
Do
It's
that
about
page
You
what
want
we
to
can
reach?
give you.
You want to reach in there, and Carter, reach over in our special drawer over there. We got a special
He's going to the
special-
closet to grab a gift for fan.
special graphics card in there.
Woo.
Special prize inside. Bring it over here, man.
Hey man, you
What
need,
do we
you need to
got?
beef up your rig.
Look at
We
that.
got a Radeon
We got a
5600
AMD
XT.
Radeon 5600 XT, given to me to give to you. Why? Because none of us here have a PC.
We don't
We're
have that type
strictly
of money.
console math. But if you guys want this awesome graphics, guys, we don't even know if this is a graphics card.
I don't know if it's a good one or a bad one.
What
We
does
just
this
got it for
even do, man?
freezies.
Yeah,
It's gigabytes.
We got.
it does something for your computer.
You put it in and it plays the games. You know.
You
It
plug
play-
your
The
You plug your
AMD
computer in.
Radeon.
What's that? The old 56, the old 5600, the old XT. Oh, I remember that model. You remember that model? We used
you
to
plug
play
it into the what's it
and put it
what's
on
it
the
out.
And it
Goosey
turns
Dangle.
into the Whoozits.
Yeah.
Plug it in, turn it around, and after that you got your Call of Duties, you got your Fortnites running out, run her down. You know, I'm telling you, buddy.
Yeah, no, but in all seriousness, though, like the video, share, subscribe to the channel, and if you guys want to win this graphics card, all you got to do is follow us on Twitter, shout us out, tell us, let us know,
Like and share.
like and share,
Bam,
and we're gonna
it's easy.
pick one lucky person to win this brand new graphics card here.
And if it's
So-
only one person who likes and retweets it, then guess what? It's a shoe in.
It's
There's
your-
no
it's a
way to
shoo-in.
lose.
You
There's
have
no
nothing
way
to
to
lose.
lose. So, like, yo.
somebody's
No,
getting a
it's
graphics card.
But it ain't going.
But you have to pay for the shipping and handling
That's
yourself.
it.
I don't play that.
If you're in the GTA, you can come pick it up.
And you can come pick it up. But I don't got
That's
money
it.
like that. We don't got money like that.
Mm.
But again, thanks for
Pickering
watching.
things.
Thanks for watching Item 9 Gaming Weekly, guys.
I
Be sure
know.
to keep it locked right here, for all that gaming industry news. We'll see you next week.
Ah.
Peace.